When I fixed the cutting deck on this Husqvarna Rider 13, I changed the blades to mulching blades. I usually call them gator blades, and I think that's because Oregon was the one who started doing them for a long time ago, but I'm not sure about that. So I have been cutting for a while with these blades, and I will show you the result soon. But I am going to try to improve the mulching capabilities by blocking off the exit of the cutting deck with that bucket. I will also remove the special blade that is acting like a fan in this cutting deck. It is in the rear, in the middle, together with that center cutting blade. The plan is to make some kind of a blocking device and attach that with these screws that are already here on the cutting deck. I have tried to get this on without removing the cutting deck, but it seems like it's a bit too hard, so I'll remove the cutting deck and do this properly, because I think I need to remove it anyway to get rid of that extra knife underneath here. I have removed a lot of material, but I'm starting to think that a different solution might be better. This is a plate that is supposed to be behind the license plate of cars, and then you can put like extra lights for your vehicle here. I thought about this during the night, and I will go with this steel plate instead. I just have to cut it off there, and then have one bolt there, because there's no, I don't think there's any force against this, and it will be much easier to put this on and off with just one bolt here than to have that plastic thingy. Yeah, I think this will be better. I'll add some paint there. Ah. I think that will be good. It is time to put everything back together. I will initially remove this plate and run it the way it is to have some kind of result to compare with. And then remove this special blade here, this fan, and put on this plate, and then we can compare the two results. Before I put this together, I will just sharpen the knife a bit. I like to do it manually with a file. When I sharpen the knives, I start with following the edge that they were manufactured with, so sort of something like this. And when I feel that this surface is good, I do a couple, but not that too much. I run the file in the opposite direction on the other side, on the underside. The problem with that is that the knife looks something like this from the beginning, and then it will start looking like that. But I don't do it that much, and I have seen these blades like looking like this and still cutting okay. Don't take too much, yeah, don't take too much material, and try to take as much material on each side. Otherwise you may unbalance your blade. The longer blade you have, the more important is the balance. These ones are super short, so I don't think it's that important, but it is something to take into consideration. Okay, let's put this back together. I'll remove this first. There are two adjustments that can be made on this type of cutting deck. The first one is this long rod here with some threads here. If you adjust the length of this rod, you can change the height of the front versus the rear. So if you want to, you might want to lower the rear end or make the rear end higher. The second adjustment is this rod here. If you make this rod shorter, you will increase the cutting height. If you make it longer, you will decrease it. So in this case, you can see it, I have it on number 1 now, so this is my lowest setting. And this is my highest setting, it's at maximum. And when I have it at the highest, this part here almost hits this part here. There is a couple of millimeters here. So this is basically maximum what this cutting deck can go up, maybe a few millimeters. If you want higher, you need bigger tires, and you might want to increase the size of these ones or maybe a different angle or something. But this should be enough for most people. What usually happens is that this rod here, it comes loose and it will start to drop. So your maximum will be much lower. If your deck is cutting good, don't worry about this one. You might have to just look at this one. This is how it looks like with the gator knives, with that propeller, whatever it is, the special knife is on there, and the rear ejection is open. Yeah, it will give me a little bit better access here to remove this. I'm gonna test something. Might have to do something here so that the support wheels can like get over that bump. We'll see. Oh. This was much harder than I thought. Okay, the first try was so-so, but I think I can do something with this. I don't know if it's better or worse, or maybe it's just the same. I'm gonna do some cutting and see. It seems like when the grass is a little bit high, you get like, I think it's called windrows. Like you get all the grass in a line, and it's not spread out. It probably just stops at that mulching plate or block of plate and then falls down. When it's like here where it's more dry, works kind of good, but then it did also without that plate. I have moved a bit now, and I think the best result is with these mulching blades without that spreader knife, that special propeller thing. But it's not that big of a difference. If you want to have a mulching deck, you should get a mulching deck lawnmower. They have one that is called Rider 13 Bio, and I've heard that it mulches very good. But that cutting deck, it's just a 2-knife cutting deck. It's a bit more sensitive than this one. So my verdict is that the cutting deck is probably as good as it can be without a lot of effort to convert it to mulch. A mulch plug like I did it doesn't really work, not with those kind of blades. Maybe with some other cutting blades, I don't know. So I'm gonna keep cutting. I think I just have to cut the lawn more often, or find a way to collect all this grass that is laying here on the ground. But that is a different project. Thank you for watching, and bye.